Hello there and welcome to this very special edition of Robots Unveiled, because this is one of the greatest episodes ever. In fact, it is the greatest episode ever, the Southern Annihilator. I hope you enjoy. Razor's participation in this Annihilator was only 4 days after its destruction at the hands of Pussycat, having been repaired and filmed only 4 days after Heat Bees' filming. In terms of filming chronology, this is in fact the last episode to be filmed for Series 4. This is the only time Onslaught appears in combat in the Fourth Wars. This was the only Annihilator where both of the finalists competed in and progressed beyond the opening rounds of the main domestic series. The episode presented grudges between Razor and Behemoth from the First World Championship, and Spawn of Scudder and Vercingetorix from Heat L of this very series. Razor pulled off a surprising feat by being able to crush Behemoth from upside down. The entire Annihilator was available on DVD thanks to the Razor's Ultimate Warrior DVD, being the only Annihilator in the show's history to actually be on DVD or on home release. This is the first Annihilator to feature a robot withdrawing in between rounds. Attila the Drum had a message on its damaged barrel for Team Razor. Tony Knapp was not present for Team BattleBots' appearance in the Southern Annihilator, with his place being taken by Helen Thorpe. However, the team members section on the Attila Drum statistic board was not changed for this episode. This would be Team BattleBots' final appearance until their return in Series 7 with Jackson Wallop. This episode sees the last appearance of Vercingetorix before it was replaced with Commangetorix. Despite this, the Series 4 Vercingetorix would appear as V-Bot in Techno Games. In the background of the pit segments, Arnold Terminator and Predator appear. It's possible these were reserved for the Annihilator if the other competitors failed to show up or work. Spawn of Scudder was the only semi-finalist in Series 4 to compete in the UK Championship, the Series 4 Pinball Warrior Tournament, the Series 4 Sumo Basho, and of course, this Annihilator. This is the first of many battles Razor will have with Team Scutterbot, with the two machines facing each other multiple times over the years. Simon Scott claims his favourite battle is the Razor vs Onslaught battle, especially the moment of destroying Matilda. Sorry to break the illusion, but as this was the last event filmed, the producers, who had already planned to upgrade Matilda for the next year, and thus allowed Razor to destroy Matilda. This means that the final battle is all scripted, and was on purpose to provide added entertainment. And that is it for today. The Southern Annihilator, I've already mentioned, is my all-time favourite Robot Wars episode. I talked about it a bit more in depth, I believe, in the top 10 best and top 10 worst Robot Wars episodes, and this was obviously number one. I absolutely love this episode. As a Annihilator, it is action-packed from the beginning to end. Every battle, every moment has something enjoyable to witness. You know, every robot does something in this Annihilator. You know, even Vercingetorix, who gets eliminated very quickly in the first round, you know, it still gets a massive axe hit against Razor, and it just gets propelled in the air by Spawn of Scudder. It's not just that though. You've got you know, Behemoth just, you're being pretty vicious towards its opponents. Razor somewhat struggling during its first few rounds. In the first round it was kind of getting picked on. The second round it got picked on even more. The third round it suffered a massive amount of damage against the side by Attila the Drum. You know, if you watch the way Attila the Drum just smashes the side, and the actual side plate was caved in. This, you know, Razor struggled a bit, and then of course in the final, you know, it decided to perform much better. But even then, Onslaught was a tricky opponent to deal with. Onslaught itself, you know, we didn't get to see it in the main competition, which was always a massive shame, but we do get to see it here, and it does certainly show what could have been. It was a very speedy, very aggressive, little nippy robot. The self-righted, the way it self-rights is beautiful. In fact, you know, that's another thing about this Annihilator. The camera work is spectacular in this. You know, you get to see in-depth detail of Razor upside down crushing Behemoth, which is just an amazing feat. You know, Onslaught, the way the tire just flays off, it's amazing to witness. And not just that, but also, you know, the self-righting moment is another fantastic moment to witness. You know, a Spawn of Scudder, the way it gets crumpled and damaged, you see that in depth. Attila the Drum just spinning around, going wild, getting attacked by Sekillos as well. I think, you know, every battle in this, every moment, every robot in this Annihilator just does something, and it's all very memorable. The finale, yes, whilst it is technically a staged finale, the finale is absolutely amazing to witness, absolutely amazing to behold. Matilda being just decimated. It's one of those like childhood memories that I have of watching this, even repeatedly watching this on the Razor Ultimate Warrior DVD. It's just a beautiful moment. I know it's staged. Yes, it was going to happen because they wanted to get the new Matilda for the next series, but I don't care. I love it. It is visually one of the best things ever. It is truly one of the most magnificent, moments from Robot Wars in general. This is just a magnificent episode overall. Truly the best Annihilator, truly the best episode of Series 4, and truly the best episode, in my opinion, of Robot Wars ever. Even if you have other episodes that are your favorite, this episode will still rank as one of the most famous, one of the most beloved episodes, because let's be real now, every moment of it, every competitor does something, and it is just memorable. It is just destructive. It is just kick-ass from beginning to end. It is a sight to behold, each and every battle. It is spectacular, and visually it's beautiful. Everything just hits the right note, and that is what makes this Annihilator fantastic. Like, both Series 4 Annihilators are fantastic. Like, I think I had both of them in my top 3. That's how... No, actually, no, I had them in top 5. I'm going to show you just how amazing both of these Annihilators truly are. Really good stuff. But yeah, overall, I think, I think the Southern Annihilator just does a fantastic job. It really does a fantastic job. I don't know what else to say. This is something that you need to watch. Like, this is something that is a must-watch. In fact, if anyone's new to Robot Wars, this is the episode to make them watch, because it has everything in it. It has a flipper action, it has crushing action, it has, a robot being decimated, it has house robots, having memorable moments in between. Yeah, like, this episode, truly the best, truly my number one favourite, one of the most famous episodes of Robot Wars history, one of the best specials, one of the best Annihilators. I keep rattling on over and over again. I'm basically just repeating myself by this point, but yeah, must watch, fantastic, that's about it. Ultimately, nothing's going to really compare to the Southern Annihilator, but it's still worthwhile to see what we get next time around. So we're on to another special, and this time it's the World Series, and thankfully it's not the other World Series. This is the good World Series, the one which, doesn't have anything problematic involved. Instead, it's just got the return of Dietor, and of course it has some fantastic robots and fantastic battles. So yeah, certainly looking forward to rewatching that one, and obviously finding stuff out about it. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Robot Wars Unveiled, and I'll see you next time.